What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. I might actually be wearing pants tonight. How is it going? What is going on out there? I can't see anything out of these glasses. I've got the sun right here. The way I'm parked, I do have a new location. Since the last time that you saw me, I actually moved over to what I have affectionately called the Point. And the Point at Snowboard Mesa, it has this view. If I can just show you here for just a second. Let's see if I can. It is just absolutely amazing here. And I have been trying to get this spot for a long time, but it is not easy to get this spot. It has always been filled. And I saw somebody roll out of it and in the morning, and I thought, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to do it. And it was only a move of about 100 yards, but yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had to grab it. And also I knew that I possibly was going to be here a little bit longer than I had originally planned on. So yeah, I just went ahead and got it. I just got it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. It is open mic night also. And let me throw out the link. If you want to join us, let me throw it out there. There is the link coming up right there in the room. Click on that link. It'll put you in the green room and I'll introduce you. And it would be great to have you on. So, guys, I lost my bank card. I have two cards. Both of them are debit cards. Both of them are directly attached to my accounts. Can we just talk about who's working for the banks anymore? Because yeah. Now, normally you can get anything you need sent to a post office here. And I did contact my bank and ask them, I said, I have lost my bank card. Don't cancel it because I may find it. And with a hope that I would find it. And he said, sure, no problem. We will rush out, or we will send a card to you. It'll take 3 to 4 or 5 days. And I said, can you rush that? Oh yeah, it'd be $5 more. We can rush it to you. It'll be 1 to 2 days. And I said, okay, that would be fine. I don't care about that. I need a card here. And I tried using my other card. Well, apparently it's been through the dryer one too many times and it's not working. So literally I didn't have any card. And I said to him, I need this to go to a general delivery address to the post office. Now, if anybody's had anything sent to the post office, you know it has to say general delivery on it. Yeah. He didn't include the general delivery on it, and I'm sure that has been returned back to the bank where it was sent to, because it was sent to my name at the address at the post office. And since I don't have a post office box there, yeah, that didn't get to me. So hopefully I've got another card. In the meanwhile, I did find my card. It It had blown between the seats, so to speak, in the truck, and I have found it. I do have a working card. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Anywhere in the country, you can get something sent to the post office to your name at any post office, most any post office. Some, very few, but some post offices don't allow general delivery. Those are really small ones. But yeah, you can get anything sent. And in this case, I needed a couple of bank cards from my bank sent to general delivery. It must say general delivery on it. Yeah, and it didn't. It didn't. So there's that. Hopefully I will have a card on tomorrow, actually Monday. But let me give a shout out to who the X Fired Up. First in the house, glad to have you here. WCRV Adventures, Karen's new journey. Hello, dear. How you doing? She is actually in the green room, guys. So we're going to get to talk to her, see if we can get an update on how things are going with her. Jim Bertrand is in the house. Always good to see Jim there. X Fired Up. We got you. Cowboy Biker Adventures. Don stopped by. He doesn't have good internet signal where he's at. So he was able to post in the room, but I don't think we're going to be able to see him. And he says he doesn't think he has enough to show the, there you go, enough to internet to watch the stream. So we will see. But it was good seeing Don at least stop by and say hi. Miss Pearl is in the house. Glad to have you here. Let's see who's scrolling down. Boy, you guys have been talking. Hippies to Gypsies is here. That's Sunny and Margie. Glad to have you here. Miss Jennifer LaFord, glad to have you here. Rolling on down. There's John kicking back. Glad to have you here. Richard M is in the house. Ralph Hattenberg is in the house. Oh my gosh, we have so many good names here. Next Exit. See? Next Exit. That I know that's Bob right there. She goes, Miss Pearl has her own. And they are in Reno. They are up and headed to Oregon tomorrow. It is still cold up there, Bob. I'm just warning you. You might ask Miss Karen and I don't know. I think Jennifer Ford is up there, and they can fill you in on that. But I am literally still here because my next stop is Rachel, Nevada. It is 30 degrees at night, and I just don't. I'm loving it here. It has been in the 50s at night. It's been comfortable. I can have the window open, a nice cool breeze. And yeah, it's really hard to leave here. So Richard M is in the house. Glad to have you here. Richard Meek is in the house. Richard M and Richard Meek. Oh, two different people. HC Carefree Highway. Glad to have you here. Crafty Traveler. Crafty Traveler, you going to come on tonight? Let me throw a link out there. It is Crafty Traveler just kicked out a video here not too long ago. Let's see if I can if I can get her to come on here. So I'm going to throw out a link. If you want to join us, you do not have to have a YouTube channel to come on the show and join us. You can simply just come on and say hi. So, but let me throw that link out there in the room, and absolutely come by and say hi. So let's see who else we've got there. All right, that is going to do it. Yeah. Oh boy, trying to get this bank card from the bank, and I'm here to tell you, we have a shortage of qualified workers in this country. I know. How do I know? Because I had to deal with one working for my bank. I won't say the name of the bank just to be nice. Maybe it's not their fault. So Crafty Traveler says, how? Tell me how. Just click on that link and it will give you all the instructions you need. You just have to have a camera and usually the mic built into your device, whatever that may be, and that will bring you right up into the green room. And absolutely come join us. Don't worry. She says, when 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 do I hit the link? Just, don't worry, you can go ahead and hit it now. You can come on in, and it will put you right into the green. It'll ask you a few questions. Believe me, it's really easy. It's not a problem. So oh good, looks like she's going to come on. So absolutely. Yeah. So I give him the address, and I say my name at General Delivery, 375 blah 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 road in Overton, Nevada, where I'm at. That's the post office. That's the address to the post office down below. He says, okay, I got you all set. So let me just repeat that address to you. It's 375 blah 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 Overton, Nevada. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. And I said, as soon as he said that, I said, but it must include General Delivery. It has to, my name, General Delivery, and to that address. He says, oh, I've already sent it. You've already sent it. Well, does it say General Delivery on it? Well, he says it has your name on it. Does it say General Delivery on it? He said, oh, well, no, it doesn't have General Delivery. I thought that was your business name. Okay. I said, it needs to have General Delivery on it. And he says, well, that's okay. I can cancel your cards and I can send you a new one. I said, don't cancel my cards because I may find my old card, which I did. I may find my old card. And if I find my old card, I need it to work. I said, what I need you to do is send me a card with to the correct address. Oh, I can't do that. I've already sent one. You said that the address was correct when I read it back to you. Guys, I had to go into a little lesson and explain to him, anywhere in the country, you can get mail at any post office as long as you put your name, General Delivery, and the address of the post office. And then you can walk down there and you can use your driver's license number to show who you are. And believe it or not, they will give you your mail. But if it doesn't say General Delivery on there, it's going back to wherever it went to. So that's where we're at. Now, thankfully, this does have a good positive note, I believe. I went down, and Overton, Nevada is a small town, small post office. I was able to go in there. They are watching for that. She said, normally, yes, we do send those back, but since I'm going to write your name on a Post-it note and we're going to put it on there. I did go in and check on Wednesday. I did not check on Thursday and Friday. I was working on other things. I did not get down there early enough yesterday, so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. But she said, we are watching for your card. And I said, thank you. Hashtag small time life or small town life. That's small town living for you. They actually knew who I was when I walked in, and she said, oh, let me check and see if it's here. Now, it was great. I thanked her immensely. If they manage to get my card, I'm going to go down to the coffee shop or something and get 3 or 4 coffee gift certificates, $5 coffee cards, and just pass them out down there and to thank them, because I love small town life. You could not do that in Las Vegas. You could not do it. It is big. Did you put 999? Okay, so talk to me, Bob. What do you know that I don't know? I bet you get it at Overton, as like you say, they are pretty friendly small town. What does 9999 mean? Is that General Delivery? Tell me. I'd love to know that. So if it is, that's a tip, guys. There is, I don't know. You have to fill me in there, Bob. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is it is open mic night. You can join us if you want to. I have 3 people in the green room here, and I know we're gonna get to them here just a little bit. Let me put that link down below, and if you want to come in and join us, just a reminder: the people in the green room, make sure that you have your YouTube off, because if you have your YouTube on your laptop or whatever, there will be an echo. So, but I think everybody is pretty savvy on that. Laura WG Arts is in the house. Glad to have you here. She says, hey everyone. General Delivery needs the I did not know this. This is a tip, guys. I did not know this. Needs the zip code then dash 9999. Absolutely fantastic information. I did not know that. I did not. Absolutely. All right, let's go. Let's see who we've got. You have seen her on here. She is actually up in cold country. I'm going to go ahead and just bring you up. Miss Karen, can you hear me all right? Yeah, we got a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and add her on there. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out up in cold country.
Well, we shared last week. You had to go up to Oregon. You had kind of a family emergency. Do you mind sharing what's going on up there?
Oh, my brother, he's 2 years older than me, and he had a stroke basically, and did a rush drive all the way up here, and I've been spending basically all my time at the hospital. So,
Wow.
positive news though, he is doing better and a lot more lucid. He was kind of out of it for a long time. And now he just needs to figure out he needs to eat because he needs the nutrition to get better. And if he doesn't eat, then you can't move forward if you don't eat. Yeah. But yeah, just hanging out up here, and it's not as cold today. Today it was supposed to get to 68. So hey, we're getting there.
You're warming up. Wait a minute. I just saw a video from Tom and Lori, and it seems there was snow in Reno. So
well, it still drops down to right around 30 at night, so that's a little chilly, but other than that, it's been pretty nice during the day. It's always sunny here in Central Oregon.
awesome. Guys, I just had my generator kick on. I'm gonna bring on so that you guys can talk. I'm gonna bring on Gary and Carol. Can you give me just a second? This I can put the view so you can appreciate the view. I need to shut off my generator that just started up.
Jeez. Supposed to do that beforehand. Jeez. Okay, guys, look, Dave is not prepared. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, doing all right here. Weather's improving slowly, and we're hoping to get more positive news, and little by little. Gee, Dave.
I didn't say this was a high budget show, all right?
You getting what you pay for?
You're getting what you pay for, all right? Oh, all right. Well, I am going to bring Mr. Gary on. Gary and Carol, RV Living Life. They just kicked out. Did you see Gary's video today?
No, I haven't been watching much on YouTube. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're going to have to go. And apparently there's a tip. If you go and watch his latest video, you have to watch it to the very, 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 very end.
All right. Well, I'll do that.
Okay.
Next exit, come on up because it's warming up here.
Oh yeah, they are headed up your way too. Absolutely.
Let me know when you
Absolutely.
get in this area. We'll get together.
Yeah, there you go. Mr. Gary, Miss Carol, can you guys hear me okay? I see thumbs up. Let's go ahead and bring them on. How are you guys
Hi,
doing?
guys.
Just want to say we might get an echo.
Well, what are you doing, Gary? What are
Okay,
you
there's no
doing?
echo. Did I do
I
it?
don't know. You sound good. You
All
sound good.
Great.
Yeah.
How about that?
But it looks all dark behind you now. Are you experiencing a power outage?
No.
We're sitting out by the campfire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we tried to do a campfire before with the Gary cam.
Yeah, but you can't see around his head. I don't know. Let's see. We're holding flashlights here, right? So we got flashlights in our
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah. Are we trying something out new?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Nice.
oh, nice job. Look at that.
Dang.
Now move your head into the middle of the screen, Gary.
There we go.
It's back there somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, my coat's on fire. Carol's grabbing this thing, trying to straighten it out for me.
That is gorgeous. I love that. Good for you guys.
That's-
Apparently, warm weather.
That's it.
It's,
Yeah.
about
it's
75 here.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. Really
See, guys,
nice.
you
day.
only have to go to Canada to get warm weather around here.
That's it.
Yeah, we did an evening walk down by Lake Erie, which is a massive chunk of water. And it was beautiful down there. We're walking along the sand.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I just saw your latest video. Who did you get a new play toy, Gary?
No, I didn't.
No, that was nice footage of the drone footage, and
Yeah.
you seem to be spying on those fishermen.
We met them, talked with them, and saw their crabs in the bucket, which you know because you watched the video right to the very end.
Yeah, I had to watch it twice for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. So
I know. I kind of purposely put it right at the very end because I wanted to have the whole video in there without a distraction, you know?
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
put it right on the end.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful video. Loved it. Loved
I
it.
cut like, I don't know, 5 hours of video down to 3 minutes.
Ouch,
Oh.
that takes a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had a lot of time to edit because I was away for 2 days.
Yeah, it's a big party here, you know? It's more like a vacuum. There's nobody here.
Who's going to pick up all the beer cans now? She came
Yeah,
back
right.
to
No, I went to take a first aid CPR course.
Oh, important.
Nice.
important.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Good
I
for you.
try
Takes them all the time.
Yeah, I take it every 3 years. And
Oh,
I
that's
just
awesome.
recertify myself every 3 years.
You can see why, right?
Well, she lives with you, Gary. I can understand that.
Might have to mend a few wounds.
Yeah. It's good to have, right?
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Now, do both of you have first aid training?
No, just myself.
I haven't renewed mine, but I've taken it a few times. You know, with work, it
Okay.
was kind of a requirement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Miss
I've,
Karen-
I've probably
Yeah.
taken about 50 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I was never afraid of anything while Miss Kara was with me. I knew that she could stitch me up or whatever needed to
Right.
happen. So
Yeah,
yeah.
do
I
that.
believe that.
I could do it.
Yeah. So that
HDK
video, I kept cutting it down, and then I eventually just cut out anything that didn't go with the music.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the
And-
music was really good. I liked it.
Okay, so just to let people know that aren't used to doing videos, it takes a while to put together that small amount of video that you've got. What would you say you spent on that as far as time?
To be honest, I didn't know what I was going to even do today until about 11 o'clock. and then I put that out around 2.
So 3 full hours.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's actually not too bad.
I had the video before kind of laid out in directories for me, right? But it took a lot to chop all that video down in 3 hours. It took a lot because you got to watch it, right? So you got to keep clicking, and you can't watch 5 hours of video and get it out in 3 hours. So
Right.
you got to just kind of jump through it and figure out which parts of the video you're going to want and narrow it in, right?
Yep.
Right. Right.
Making smaller and smaller chunks. And then, you know, I had
Yeah.
Lexi running in the ocean there and everything, and Carol and Lexi running, and, you know, some shots of me in there. And that all just got, that ended up on the floor.
Yeah,
the
it
room
does.
floor.
It does. A lot ends up on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you guys. We're going to bring somebody else on. I've actually met this person, and good to see her on. First time on the show. We're going to bring up, this is Crafty. Can you hear me okay? Yep, we've got a big thumbs up. There we go.
Hi.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Hey, Karen, I met you too at the courtside.
Yep. And now you
Sorry
were
to
at
hear
the
about
next
your
exit
brother.
rally.
Yes, I was at the next exit rally. Karen,
Okay.
sorry to hear about your brother.
thanks,
Hope
thanks.
he does well and goes through all the physical therapy, occupational and speech therapy.
He's
I'm
got
a
a lot
retired
to do.
I'm a retired physical therapist, so I know what he'll have to do.
Yeah,
Hope he
definitely.
goes well. Gary and Carol, nice to meet you. I'm not familiar with your channel, but I will be.
Good. Good.
Where in Lake
you.
Erie? What state are you? In Ohio?
No,
We're
in
at Wheatley Provincial Park in Ontario, Canada.
Canada.
Oh, in Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Nice.
Yeah.
My brother lives in Cleveland, and so we know where Lake Erie is, but on the other
Right.
side.
Well, when we look across the lake at you, we can't see the shore over there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's well, you can't see me because I'm in California, but
Oh, well, there you go.
and I'll be
Yeah.
headed up to Oregon on Memorial Day. My
Oh,
husband and I are traveling up through Oregon to Washington and the 2 national parks, and then going down to the Oregon 22 rally in Joseph Stewart State Park in June. So that's our
Oh.
next trip.
I haven't
We
heard
just-
of that.
Yeah, it's Oregon 022. It's Living with Gina, I think, she's one of the people who's organizing it. And
Okay.
Anyway, we just got back from a little week trip to Central California. We went up to Pinnacles and stayed for a couple nights, and then camped in Dunlap at a real nice RV park called Sequoia RV Park, right down the mountain from Kings Canyon and Sequoia. And we drove from Pinnacles to that area Wednesday and heard the weather was going to be bad Thursday, Friday. So I drove because we now have a Class C, and I'm driving it more than I did the trailer. Yes.
There you
And
go.
I drove that hill up to Kings Canyon and then up to Sequoia, and that is a interesting road. We were on the
Oh.
outside, and I don't know how deep that cliff was because I wasn't going to look because I was driving,
Yeah.
but I did it.
Yeah, you got to
So,
look in the direction you want to go.
Yeah,
Mm.
straight ahead, yellow line. My husband, you're riding
That's an
the
old
yellow
truck
line.
driving secret.
Well, they
Exactly.
put the trees in the middle of the road up there. So, yeah. And
I didn't see any trees in the middle of the road. I just remember this cliff on the other side,
no.
Anyway, we made it through. Everything was fine. Got home fine. And yeah, that was kind of our shakedown cruise on our Class C.
Oh, fun.
We used everything
Okay,
it
so
had.
Have you done a video on that yet to show everybody the new rig?
It will be coming up. So you're all
Gary.
first to know.
Awesome.
Is that an advertisement?
That is Gary advertising for Next Exit. They're in
Where's
the
my
room.
hat? I should get my hat.
character.
Yeah, no, I've been posting really quickly I have 3 postings a week right now. Sunday and Tuesday are the desert trip when we went down to Quartzsite, and I'm just starting to finish that up. And then the tour of the Class C will be on. And on Fridays, that's still continuing our trip across country last May and June. That's still going on. It seems to be going on and on and on. So,
Yep. Yep. So now you're a YouTuber. Your channel is Crafty Traveler.
That's right.
I've actually got your sticker.
I'm
And
having new stickers made because I now have a Class C going to be on the sticker rather than a travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, congrats on that.
Thank
How
you.
long is the Class C?
It's 23 feet 10 inches. It is a Mini Winnie,
yeah.
2019 Mini Winnie.
Oh, it's pretty
And
new.
we traded in our 24-foot Passport trailer for it. And my husband still has his truck, but he wants to trade it in for a smaller truck just for running around.
Right.
And we're getting our 2013 Honda CRV ready to tow it, or ready to tow. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have normally now you had a bumper pull before, right?
Yes, we had a Passport travel trailer. Yes.
Okay, so you automatically had a rig wherever you went. Now you've got the motorhome, which is something to think about because now you have to tow that behind you.
Yes, we have to tow the little car. But this trip we just took, the car wasn't ready, so we just took the RV and it made it all the way up to Sequoia Park and performed well. And we used it's got 190 watts of solar on it and a generator, and also we played with all of it and it all worked just fine.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So a big improvement over what you had before.
Well, in my opinion, the Class C is much easier to drive than the travel trailer. I was starting to do a few solo trips with the travel trailer because I belong to an organization called Girl Camper, and we have a very active group here in Northern California. And I took the travel trailer on 3 trips, and the longest tow was 2 hours one way. The towing part wasn't so bad. It was the hooking and unhooking and the tow bars that my husband decided it had to have. And those things weighed 40 pounds each. And I have to sit on a little garden bench and lift them up to get them hooked in. And I've had both knees replaced. I can't squat. I can kneel if I have a cushion. So I use one of those garden benches that you can sit on or flip it over and I can kneel on it. So I was having to do that.
Nice.
With this Class C, I don't have to do that.
Right. You don't have to do that anymore.
Nice.
And it should be easy to unhook and hook up the car. It shouldn't be like hooking up a trailer.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a trick, but you kind of get used to it, and you have to have it just right to get the pressure off of those arms. So yeah, you may find that you kind of jumped out of the frying pan into the fire at times.
Well, my husband bought the tow equipment for the car, and he spent the extra money to get the kind that doesn't have to be just in perfect alignment. I don't know the name of it. And he's out of the room right now.
I have a lot of parts on my RV with the same name.
What's that?
I don't know the name of it.
Oh, is that a new company that we all have?
Right. I have a lot of those parts too. We must buy from the same vendor.
By the same place, yeah. So Karen, I was following your trip down to Mexico. That looked really fun.
Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. And Don has been putting out his shorts one by one with usually drone footage. Oh, I watched that and I go, oh, I wish I was still there.
There's nothing like drone footage of an ocean.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful and it was
Yeah.
so wonderful. I'd go again in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Neat.
I'll do it again.
You know, I commented on that video because I remember, and I said, "That's a campground."
Yep.
And I was like, "And you left? What?"
With islands and sailboats and turquoise water and sand and shells on the beach. And oh my God, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's Cowboy Biker Adventures, Don. I know that he's here in spirit. He stopped by earlier and he was able to post just a little bit that he didn't have signal, so he wasn't going to be able to be here tonight. But if you haven't seen that video, yeah, that was spectacular. And I'll tell you what, a couple of margaritas and that place, and I'm not leaving. I'm staying,
No matter how hot it gets.
no matter how hot it gets. Yeah,
2 tequilas, 2 beers, $5.
$5.
A girlfriend and
Those
I
are
were
double
thinking of,
tequilas.
have you ever done any traveling with fantasy RV tours? They're a little
Mm-mm.
pricey, but a friend of mine and I, girlfriend and I, thinking of taking their tour down to Mexico next March to see the whales.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
Nice.
Trying to
Yeah.
decide whose RV we're going to go in because
I
it's less
volunteer next
expensive.
exit, Bob. Just talk to him because all it takes is a couple of margaritas. You can get him to go anywhere.
So I've heard. If you're going to go to Guerrero Negro and actually
Yes.
pet the whales, do it
Yes, that's
I
one of
would
the
do it.
stops.
10
Yes.
times. Yes.
Yeah.
That
That's
video
one of
It
was
the
is.
stops.
amazing.
It is
Yeah.
magical. It is amazing. Do it.
Well, it's $3,500 for 2 people bring one RV, and it's $2,700 for one person in one RV. So I'm trying to talk my girlfriend into going and taking my RV. She has a
Okay.
bigger Class C, but it's been renovated, and there's the bed in the back and the up above, and I'm not going up above. But mine, I have the bed in the back, and I have a breakfast nook that makes into a great bed, and the
Yeah.
one above. Neither of us would go above. And mine's a little newer and less mileage than hers. But so we're trying to decide about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we both want to come down to Quartzsite again next January. So we may follow each other to Quartzsite and then come back home and then turn around and go back down to Mexico. We don't know.
Now
Haven't
where's
decided.
home?
Home is in Northern California, Willits.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Willits.
I'm familiar with
They're
where Willits
gateway
is.
to the
Yeah.
Redwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently Bob has had too many of those margaritas. So I'm just
I see that.
now is a good time to say next exit rally Mexico.
There, next exit rally, Mexico. Let's go.
I would be there. Dang, I would be there. Yeah.
Right?
Off the top of my head, so.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun.
So Gary, Carol, you guys now, I got a little text from you guys that you're coming down a little bit later. And I'm wondering about how wise that is because you're now this year you came down in November, right?
Well, it all goes all the way back to leaving Ontario in August.
Yeah.
That's what started it.
Yeah.
But we crossed into the States in November, yes, November 8th. And we were only in the States for 4 months.
Yeah.
And then we're back in Canada because we had left Ontario and went out to BC for several months.
Right.
Right. But, you know, we found out a little more about those rules too. I don't even know if you want to get into that, but I just say it briefly. A Canadian can go down to the U.S. You can be outside of Ontario for 150. You only have to be in Ontario for 153 days a year. The rest of the time you can be outside the province and come back and you're fine. Still keep your health care. You can go to the States. People think you need to come back in 6 months. You don't. You could actually leave Canada for up to 2 years and come
Yes.
back and get your health care still.
Yeah.
As long as you only do that once every 5 years.
Yes.
So if you do it every year, you can leave for 6 months, right? 7 months in Ontario. But,
Yeah.
Anyway, I learned so much more about it. We could have stayed down there. The point
We
is, we
could've.
could have stayed down there an extra month and a half. We
Yeah.
didn't know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
We
we,
can-
we could have.
So
next-
coming down, you're talking about coming down in December.
Yes.
Right.
And I have to kind of question the wisdom in that because
Well,
it's winter. I mean,
you know,
Well-
Southern Ontario is the warmest climate in Canada.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's 75 degrees here. We're sitting outside. I got my shorts on. It's like 70 degrees. The rest of Canada, they're freezing. Where's Jim Bertrand, by the way? He's sitting in a freaking snowbank, I'm sure.
Freezing.
Yeah. But in Southern Ontario, it's nice here, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it's the weather that Windsor has, you know, what have you. But so if you do leave here December 1st, you can be down in Florida in a couple days if you want, or you can take 10 days to go down there.
Okay.
But it's not that bad yet, you know. Like even when we lived in Mississauga, sometimes it didn't snow until January.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love, can I just say, I love the variety on these open mic nights because we've got Canadian travelers. We've got somebody that's gone to Mexico. We have somebody that's here in the States. She acts up in Northern California. And there is just a variety or a wealth of information that kind of comes out of these. So Jim or Gary, I know that you were like, I don't know how much you want to explain, but you know, people come and watch the show and they actually get a value out of the things that everybody shares. And thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learn
Well-
something all the time.
Go ahead.
I say I learn something all the time,
Yeah.
even on the chats. Yes.
You know, I am I'm addicted to learning, and when I see something I don't understand it, I got to figure it out. So I've been walking around this park for the last week here, and they put orange signs or orange placards on a little sign in front of all the sites that are going to be taken for the weekend. And I've been thinking to myself, why do they do that? Because people have a map and they have a site number. Why do you put an orange placard on the stand at their site? So after walking around and seeing that for a week or so, it dawned on me that the place that we're at is very wet right now. It's spring, and it's a big bird sanctuary, really. There's more birds here than anywhere else in North America.
Amazing amount of birds.
But anyway, the fact is, a lot of the sites are really wet. So people will come in and they'll go to their site and it's wet. And they say, well, okay, go find one without an orange placard, right? And then all the sites that don't have orange placards, you know, they're not taken and you can take them, right? So
Right.
it's just one of those little things that it sits in the back of my head and I got to figure it out. And it dawns on me, I get real happy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
simple thought.
Jim Bertrand says if you stay in the U.S. more than 6 months, you're subject to U.S. tax rules.
Right. Right.
Okay.
But I don't have to go to just the US. I could go to Mexico,
Right.
right? Like Jim did and Karen.
Well, we're trying to talk Bob on this show into the Next Exit Rally Baja. So, you know, we'll keep working on that.
So I've been informed that our tow bar is Roadmaster,
Okay. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
one of the Roadmasters.
Yeah,
The hubby is
I've
right
got a
there.
blue
He's
ox.
telling me about it.
We don't have a roadmaster.
No, ours is Blue Ox.
We have a
Hey,
blue.
Joe. Good to see
Blue
you.
Ox. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Oh,
I
do
found
we have a
someone
Blue
walking in
Ox?
the background there.
Okay. Now he says we have a Blue Ox. Oh.
Maybe you got a whole pile of them there.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We get it all ready.
Joe, the computer guy, says he missed the margaritas. It must be tasteful. Glad to
Snooze
have you
lose.
here, Joe. Glad to have you. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't seen the Next Exit, the last video on Next Exit, guess who switched over to lithium batteries?
Bob.
Wait. Oh my gosh, you guessed it. How did
Wow.
Well, because it's hard to believe.
Wow.
Real smart one.
did. He broke that down beautifully on his video. If you haven't seen that, I think that just came out today or yesterday. And
I saw it came out when I was editing. It went by. I'm going to have to go look at it.
yeah. He does. He points out the same reservations I have about going to lithium. I have to tell you, it is starting to look a little attractive, only because I'm up to 6 golf cart batteries. They're flooded cell. They weigh a lot. And technically, I need about 10 for what I actually need. And I would not need as many for lithium, which would be a lot lighter. There's a big weight savings. And I might say the price is kind of coming down on those things. So,
Let me just say about the batteries. Okay, I sold LifePo 4 batteries for 10 years with e-bikes, and I saw the development of it, and we were using them to power outboard motors even. And they were getting bigger and bigger all the time. And, you know, everybody calls them lithium, but they're lithium iron phosphate, right? LifePo 4. And I could explain everything there is to know about those batteries, but there's only really one thing you need to know, and that's just go buy them. You don't need the explanation. You know they're better. Everyone tells you they're better. Just do it. You know.
well, and here's my reservation, and I saw it on Bob's video. My charge controllers. First of all, I'd have to upgrade my my inverter, and who knows what that's gonna entail. But my inverter is the old type. And then all of my charge controllers are not going to handle lithium. That means that my solar, my generator, everything, I'm going to need modules to basically to upgrade all of those. And Bob brought up in his video, he actually needed to make sure that he separated his chassis batteries so that he wasn't getting his alternator working at charging all of those house batteries, the lithiums, because it will run your alternator out.
Bob had some interesting things going on in his coach when we were working on it. We shut off all power, and he still had live power in a couple of spots in there. I think he probably figured that out, though. But in your case, Bob has what's the module that you put up in the headboard there that controls the generator and all that? ECM. What's it called? You know what it is. Bob got one with the generator or the inverter that I got from me there.
Right.
What is that? The MC 150 or I can't think of the name.
Yeah, mine's a Magnum, and I would need to. Mine is the old modified sign, so I'd need the pure sign first of all. But I don't even know what it takes to, if that has a charge function for lithium. And again, because lithium run at the higher voltage, basically your charge controllers think your batteries are always charged, and it's not going to throw anything to your batteries. So that's the reason. You know,
well, I didn't know yours weren't sine wave. You didn't have a sine wave inverter. Because the sine wave inverters can normally take it up to that height. The little controller thing there can normally take it up to that height.
Right.
I think Bob's is probably working okay. I don't know. I'll have to go watch his video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're so far loving it, and he did a great video on that. So definitely go and check that out. So
I don't know if you knew, but Bob and I spent a day in his basement.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you knew, but Bob and I spent a day in his basement. It was tight down there.
I didn't know if Bob had a basement, so that's kind of scary, Gary. I'm glad.
Well, you know what? I've watched a few videos. Bob's not admitting to anything.
Oh my gosh.
Too funny.
Miss Karen, what have you been working on? I mean, I know that you have been up there and trying to oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the amount of stress having a brother in the hospital. But I mean, have you been able to kind of relax and enjoy, and what do you got going on up there?
I spend a lot of time at the hospital, and when I get home, I have to come home and feed the little one. I basically just get her out and get her some exercise. There's a lot of grass here, which she wasn't really used to grass. And the geese are here, and she wants to run and chase the geese. And I have to stop her from eating the poop and chasing the geese.
Or rolling in it.
So that's been my entire focus. Other than I actually today, it's 68 degrees, and I washed about 5,000 miles worth of bugs off of the front of the RV.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
had a big chunk of bugs on ours too.
That was my goal today, was wash the bugs off the front. That's
That's
all
one
I
of the
got
trouble
done.
when there's snow on the ground. There's no bugs.
There's no bugs. I don't want the snow. Thank you. No, don't mention that word. Uh,
Oh,
that's all I've
uh,
been up to. That's pretty much it.
all right. Have you been working on any videos?
I took Chica for a walk on the ranch without leash. Once you get out of the RV area, you can let her off leash.
Yeah.
And she was discovering all kinds of things. So I have a little video I'm putting together about her fun. That's all
That's
I've got.
right.
so
You
far.
got Chica when you were in Mexico.
Yeah,
I saw
she's
that
my
video. Yeah.
she's my Baja baby, and
Oh.
she doesn't like the cold.
I bet not. You
But
got
she is
sweaters for her?
acclimating. She's
got sweaters?
acclimating. No, not yet.
Hmm.
I thought about getting her one, but she's getting acclimating to the cooler temperatures just fine. So
Well,
I
and
don't know
every
that I
time you
will.
get her anything, she grows out of it within a
Oh yeah,
week. So.
yeah. She is growing like a weed, and yeah, I've bought her 2 harness, whatever you call. I wouldn't call them collars, but harnesses to clip her leash to. And yeah, she just keeps growing out of them. Now I need to buy her another one because she's getting so
Wow.
much bigger. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Joe, the computer guy, is giving some his input on the. Really need to see what remote is compatible with the inverter charger. I have a remote known as the ARC 50. I think that's what I have too. That is what enables the custom settings for the lithium batteries.
That's the name I was
Yeah.
trying to think of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's the one that I've got too. And he says it doesn't really have anything to do with the modified side or the pure side. So good to know. I did not know that. Thank you there, Joe. Appreciate it. Gosh, we are. What else? Has anybody got anything else? We're coming up towards the end of the hour, and I think we're just about done here.
Well, I appreciate you letting me on.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
glad to have you.
Yeah.
Glad to have you. Now, are you
Yeah.
working on any videos? What do you got coming up? Anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm posting 3 times a week.
Okay.
Sunday and Tuesdays are coming up the end of the desert trip when we went to Quartzsite. And then on Fridays are videos I did last May and June when we did our big cross country trip all the way to Ohio and home. So that's still going. And then
wow.
in another week or so, once the desert trip is finished, the new to us Class C video will start with trips that we've taken, like the one we just got back. So and then in May we're going to go over to Fort Bragg, California, and camp out with about 6 of my girlfriends. And then in June we will be going up the Oregon coast to Olympia, and then down around Seattle over to Mount Rainier, and then down through Oregon to stay at my cousin's in Roseburg for a few days, and then over to the Oregon 22 meetup in Joseph Stewart State Park. So those are our plans so far.
You scare me.
Why?
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing next week.
Well, you can afford to do that. We have a home base, so we got to come home once in a while and
Oh,
get the mail and do stuff like that. See if there's any loose credit cards in the mail,
Yeah, that's it. I'm working on that.
We're not as free flowing as you are.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's free flowing or not. I'm just watching. It's 138 miles to Rachel, Nevada. That is where I plan on being next. And it was still, up until a couple days ago, it was still 30 degrees there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that could only
At
be
night.
about 100 miles as the crow flies. So Yeah. Mr. Gary, Miss Carol, what do you guys got coming up?
We are booked until mid-September,
Wow.
Whoa.
See, they're ahead of me.
No.
and we already have some bookings in December
Yeah.
because we're going to be in Orlando with our kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we will see you guys later. Good having you on.
Yeah.
And-
Thanks a lot. Good to
And
see
about
you.
the video, it taking 3 hours. Not all videos are like that. We all know
No,
that.
they're not.
I'm
Thank God.
working on at least 5 or 6 videos that I've been working on for weeks, if not months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but every now and then you just go dig it into your file folders and you pull something out and throw it on, right?
Mhm.
Turned
Yeah.
out good today, you know?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah. Go watch that video, everyone. Give me a
We
thumbs
will.
up. I
We will.
appreciate it.
A-
It's a good one.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks a
So
lot.
there was a wide angle lens on the camera. You may not have recognized Gary.
All right.
Miss Pearl sends prayers out to your brother there, Karen, and I
Thank
do
you.
too. If
Thank
you
you,
have a spare
everyone,
prayer
for
out there,
thoughts
he
and
can
prayers.
use
Thank you for all
So-
your thoughts and prayers.
it. Yeah.
Things
I think
are
we're
improving. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear it. So, and we'll hopefully that will continue. So,
Yeah.
I think I am going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I'm going to give Richard Meeks the last. Richard Meeks said, "Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. We will look forward to seeing everybody next week. Hopefully, if the weather will hold." From Rachel, Nevada. I'm gonna do a little Area 51 time, not a lot, but hopefully you'll come out there and join me. So glad to have you guys on. Crafty Travelers, RV Living Life, Gary and Carol, glad to have you guys here. Miss Karen's New Journey. You guys
Hey.
all have a good week. Safe
It's an
travel.
honor.
One thought,
All right.
Howard
oh.
and Cindy. Howard and Cindy, I'm here. I'll be here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think
Hi,
they said they're going to be up there. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Are they new owners?
I believe so, right?
I think they are. So, all right. Anyway, live life full time. We will see you guys
Stay
next
crafty.
week.
Have a safe
Stay
week.
crafty.
Bye now.
Definitely.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Sweet.
That was good. I enjoyed